Here we have the 4-hour price chart for Super Microcomputer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. So here we can see that the stock is trading under a bit more selling pressure here into the Tuesday trading session. This is now coming into contact with some fairly important support zones that I have identified in prior videos. And here we will looking at some of these. We will be looking at some of these important price levels so that we can sort of develop a game plan here because this upcoming trading week is going to be very important in terms of sort of defining the broader trend for the technology space and really the market as a whole, because there are some very large names that are reporting earnings this week. So specifically, this price level that I've been watching here comes in right around this 630 mark. If we go back to the lows from July 25, we can see that the ultimate price low there came in at 663.23. And we've already, we're now grinding through this. We're now grinding through this level currently with prices reaching new lows of 661.11. So, as we can see here, this is a significant price level, and it has been for some period of time. If we go back to this area here on the chart, we can see that the April 22nd, April 22 low came in right around the same area. And overall, this price zone, these historical price zones do match fairly closely in alignment with the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this dominant trend move here. So really what we're looking at here is the move from these lows near just around $300, which we're seeing, in the early parts of this year. And then this, skyrocketing rally that ultimately culminated in these 1229 highs during the early parts of March. So we had a very tremendous rally here in just around 2 months. It was really a little bit less than 2 months. So the stock has seen some astronomical price action here already this year. Since then, as we can see here, we've had a bit of a sideways consolidation period, but this overall trend move here is very significant because it will continue to define how this stock trades over the long term. So currently, what we're dealing with here, has been a fairly strong series of declines. We have moved down to this 660 mark, which is almost half of the value of the stock. It has been lost, in a very short period of time. But then following here, we did see a period of sideways consolidation. In many instances, this would be an encouraging development here because it would essentially tell you that the share price is sort of consolidating these gains. Sort of basing for a new run higher. And then within this sideways trading range, we did also see some brief spikes in the upward direction. These were short-lived. These were not sustainable. If we kind of move in here a bit, we can see that, most of the pressure has been to the top side of this range rather than to the downside. More recently, of course, we are seeing these fairly substantial declines lower here. And this is obviously a negative. But we have to keep in context here, the fact that, these broader rallies, do have to be worked off to some extent. We do need a period of consolidation, so that the share price can base itself out and make the next run higher. So, but all of that said, it's undeniable that these more recent lows have been quite forceful. And next, we will sort of move into the hourly chart to take a closer look at these events. So, as we can see here, we have developed a bit of a trading range, and we are pressuring the lower end of this trading range. In addition to that, the share price itself is below all of its major exponential moving averages, which does suggest that momentum is now headed lower, and that share prices are going to have, be facing resistance levels at lower and lower levels. So, as we can see here, the share price has already met, some resistance at this 20-hour exponential moving average. We can kind of point to this failure here, which occurred as prices were reaching just above the 730 mark. So we did see a bit of a breach here in this 20-hour exponential moving average, but then prices quickly reversed lower. So going forward this week, these levels in this trading range here is going to be important because we're seeing 4 of the 7 Mag 7 stocks reporting earnings this week. Apple, Microsoft, Meta Platforms, and Amazon will all be reporting earnings in the next few days. So this is a highly important trading week. You could make the argument that it is the most important trading week of the year because we've seen such substantial declines in so many tech stocks. The benchmarks themselves have had trouble gaining any traction recently. And when we're dealing with an event risk like this, it only makes the broader picture that much more uncertain. So it does look as though the market is sort of anticipating weaker numbers from these Mag 7 companies. We haven't really seen a clear break below the 660 mark just yet, but as we can see here, the bounce has been minimal. We really didn't see much of a bounce here in Supermicro from these lows, and now we're already coming back under pressure in these areas once again. So we can kind of just zoom in on these one final time here, just to kind of see what's happening. What we can say is that overall trading volumes have steadily diminished and declined. We saw a bit of a spike here during the July 25 trading session, but for the most part, we are seeing sort of less and less trading activity that's occurring here. And there are a few possible reasons for that. One would be the possibility that it's the summer trading period. Another would be the possibility that we have this significant event risk this week. And maybe traders don't want to get into substantial positions prior to that occurring. But the reality is that when you start to see reductions in trading volume like this, what this does open up the stock to would be substantial price swings in both directions. It can increase volatility if we're starting to see lower liquidity levels, lower trading volumes, and things like that. So given the fact that we're in store here for some very significant news headlines out of the technology space here, we could see some very strong price reactions here in this stock. As I said, to the downside, this main level to watch is the 660 level, and then to the top side, the main level to be watching does come in at 970. That would be the price high from this would be roughly the middle of July. So this is really the level that we would be using to define this upper end of the trading range. So here's the current market analysis for Supermicro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.